So I'm going to fast for 48 hours.
Oh man, I'm gonna be in the airport all day today and I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Don't eat anything!
There are some benefits to it. One of the benefits is that you will slow down your metabolism, and a lot of people actually fast for a few days out of the month, every month, to slow down their metabolism. And the theory is that it slows down their aging so that they can live longer. And the other benefit is the benefit where you toughen your mind up.
That's the ultimate control, right? What? I don't need food. Food is if you're weak.
And the more kind of mental toughness, these kind of hurdles that you, physical challenges that you overcome, the more your brain is kind of prepared to handle pain. And the more your brain is prepared to handle pain, whatever life throws at you, business, health, otherwise, you're gonna be much more well prepared in your mental to deal with these issues. So this is part of that, and just really, for me, probably I'm probably just doing it because I'm bored and I'm too lazy to cook. 24 hours has passed, and 25 hours has passed. It's not that bad. It's not that bad at all, actually, not eating. It actually saves a lot of time, and there's almost too much time to work because I constantly want to take breaks when I work, and now there's like nothing to eat. And normally when I take breaks, I'm like, I'll eat something. And so, I kind of noticed it's sort of like a habit, sort of like checking your Instagram or Facebook, where it's just habitually you just want to eat something, like just to kill time, or like just to kill boredom, really. And not eating is kind of equivalent to like blocking Facebook from my browser. And I kind of noticed like how often I think about eating, and how often I would just grab a little like chocolate, like a little one or two things to eat. And we really don't need to eat all that much, and we really certainly don't need to eat constantly. And I feel like so far, day one, it's not that bad. I'm not really like hungry, so to speak. Not that hungry. It's kind of more like cravings, like, oh man, yeah, it wouldn't be nice to like eat this or that, or but it's not like, wow, I'm super duper hungry, I'm starving, or anything like that. It's not even close. It's like slightly, I kind of am thinking about food more, but I think that's just because I know I'm fasting. So when I know I'm fasting, then of course I'm going to tell then my attention is on the fact that I'm not eating. So automatically, I'm just going to think about food more. But no, like compared to even like a keto diet, for example, that goes on for 2 or 3 weeks, that was like real hunger. Those were like real cravings. This is like a slight craving, like, oh yeah, you haven't eaten in a while, kind of thing. It's like, oh, should I go eat? And what this kind of elucidates to me is less of, it's less of like this kind of like crazy mental torture. It's more of like making me realize how often I do actually go ahead and just grab some random snack to eat, especially on the weekends. So yeah, I mean, all I have now right here is it's like a water thing, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get super hungry in about 12 hours, and tomorrow might be miserable, but I don't think so. I think one good way to cheat is to sleep more. I'll probably opt to do like more work than sleep. Another way to cheat to make yourself not hungry is to drink like warmer liquids, like tea and things like that, and caffeine to really like keep your mind sharp. I'll probably drink caffeine tomorrow, maybe. Right now it's just a purely water diet, like for like 48 hours, just like drinking water and nothing else. I contemplated, drinking tea and coffee and things like that, but I feel like that would almost be a little bit cheating to give my mind kind of mental reprieve. To clarify, it's 48 hours not just 0 calories, but 0 things to make me feel better. So no tea, no coffee, no nothing, just water. The only thing I'm doing to make myself feel better when I'm like tired is doing 10 burpees, and get the blood flowing, kind of get my brain energized again, going for a walk outside, enjoying the sun. But yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. Yo, so this is our not quite 36 minus 4, 32, hour 32 of fasting. Yeah, just like thinking about food a lot and stuff. Mostly it's like I'm more irritable. Essentially. That's mainly the main change I've seen. Like when I screw up something, or like when my mouse ran out of battery, definitely was not happy about that. Whereas I think usually I'd just be like, yeah, okay, it's out of battery, let me get a new battery. So certainly a lot more irritable. Only 32 hours of food, I'm like kind of irritable already. But anyway, and I'm repetitive. That's the only update I have for now. Looking forward to resuming my meals at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow. Oh yeah, so another thing I noticed was that I have a bad memory, and I can't remember what I was gonna say. One thing I noticed is I actually worked a surprising amount today. I thought I procrastinated a lot, but in fact, I worked for 7 hours today, and I think that's just mainly because there's just like nothing to eat. So like I can't kill my boredom. Like there's nothing else to do but to work, basically. So I ended up working about 7 hours, which is a lot for my shitty attention span. And another thing I noticed is I didn't have to floss today because literally I just drank water, so I didn't floss. Maybe that's a bad idea, but that's what I'm going with. All right, hour 32, so 16 more hours to go. Should be fine. All right, talk to you all later. Quick update: I had a dream this morning, and the dream was terrible. It was a nightmare, and I was at this real estate conference, and they had like these free Doritos. I love Doritos, and I ate one of them, and I realized I was in the middle of my fast, and I was like horrified. And I went to the bathroom, I spit it out. So what did I learn at the end of this 48-hour fast? I mean, I think we have a lot more endurance than we think. And honestly, one of the main things I got from it was when I told people I was going to do 48 hours fast, people were like, oh my God, you can't do that. You're going to die. You're going to be so hungry. Oh my God. It really just isn't true at all. I was like maybe slightly hungry, but I'm not like, oh wow, like, oh, I have to eat. And you think that, kind of extrapolates to the rest of the areas of our lives where we have all these unknown things that we've never tried, and we make it a lot harder than it actually is, and we think it's a lot harder than it actually is, so we don't ever actually try things out and experiment with it. But it turns out when you actually do it, it's of course hard, but it's not like nearly as hard or as nightmarish as you think. So that's kind of the lesson I learned from it, because it seemed like from everyone else's reaction to me doing this, it should have been a lot harder than it was, and it wasn't. So anyway, see you later.